Hello everybody, I would just like to do a video on something I talked about last night, like before I went to bed. I said I was going to listen to the new Taylor Swift album. It came out the same day as Pearl Jam album. I love the Pearl Jam album. It's one of my favorites that has come out in years. And I will say, hold on, let me just I just turned the volume down on my game. I don't want to get any copyright issues, although I haven't yet. You never know what's going to happen with that. So, my initial listen response to the album is it's kind of dark and depressing, and I definitely feel, although is some darkness to the Pearl Jam album. One of my commenters, brought up that it sounded like maybe there was some marital problems going on between Eddie Vedder and his wife, which I don't believe is the case. I believe that it's just about life. Life isn't always perfect. And all the bandmates write the songs. It's not just Eddie Vedder, so it's not necessarily about Eddie Vedder and his wife. It could be about anybody. It could be about past loves, past people that you were in a relationship with, and you know, so, but with this Taylor Swift album, I gather she's in a happy relationship now, dating Kelsey from the is it Travis Kelsey from the Kansas City Chiefs, and I find it a little startling how dark the album is after like at least a year or more of dating Kelsey, and they seem like the happy couple. Maybe it's not all going well, or maybe that's about past relationships. Maybe that's about past things. And I just read an article about Jeff Ament and Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam. Jeff Ament is the bass player. Eddie Vedder is the lead singer and plays various instruments and stuff. And they both think that um, Taylor Swift is not your typical pop singer, that she, changes up her style and does different things and, doesn't go by the book, so to speak, of what a pop singer you would generally think sounds like. And she she's original, and I would agree with that. I would like to see her incorporate more of her older style of country into her music. Do something like that, or do something like what Dolly Parton did. Do a rock album, which sounds pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of Dolly Parton, but I like her politics, and that's all I'm gonna say. Um, but I do also like one of her songs. It was basically in the Orville episode, the one where they kidnapped Bortus and Clyden's kid, and had to get what's her name, the Mocklin woman that like runs the whole thing. They had to get her to do some political stuff to make it that the Mocklin women were all safe on their planet and stuff, and it was also the episode where the Mocklins get kicked out. So I do like her music, some of her music. I would say she did something for Brandy Carlisle on her, and Brandy Carlisle is a mix of country and folk rock and stuff like that. So I would like to see Taylor Swift go back to that genre of music someday. Maybe, or maybe mix it a little bit with the pop. Mix a little rock, pop, and country. So I did ultimately think it was a underrated album. Um, Definitely worth listening to at least once. to get it to just get a feel for it. And but if I had to choose between that one and the Pearl Jam album, I'm gonna go with the Pearl Jam album every day of the week. And not just because I'm a fan. It's more upbeat. It's more fun. It's more old school Pearl Jam. Whereas the Taylor Swift album comes off as a little depressing. And it's like I'm listening to it thinking, man, I don't know if I could listen to this whole thing, you know. So that's just my take on it. It's just if I had to rate it, B minus probably. Whereas um, whereas I'll probably give the Pearl Jam album an A. You know, if it was extraordinarily awesome, I would have given it. If it was like classic level, first all the albums in the '90s level, I would have given it like a 10 out of a 10, like an A plus. But I downgraded it just a bit. For although it's the best in years, it's still not '90s Pearl Jam, and I'm only comparing the two because they came out the same day. But I do like the Pearl Jam album better than the Taylor Swift. But congratulations to both Taylor Swift and to Pearl Jam for putting out really good albums on the same day. And I wish them both well, and hopefully people go out and get their music, whether it's on record, CD, or digital. So anyway, I gotta get back to my game here. I'm in the middle of Knicks in Indiana. I don't know how this is gonna go. We're losing by a point with 4 minutes to go about. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if I like the chances for the Knicks in this game. Game one, it's 7-game series, so we'll see.